This is Liquor and Whoas. Liquor and Whoas. Secrets and dope and music and reactions. Liquor and Whoas. I said liquor and woes. Liquor and woes. Liquor and woes. Liquor and woes. Secrets and dope and a German talking bullshit. Liquor and woes. Fuck. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And that one, being the first one within that episode, was really the one that pulled me in. And really, it was Harry standing there like, standing on the dock like that with me fucking taking the bait big ass time. And you're gonna see why. How did he see that? Like, and first off, how does he see that and make something out of it and then make it rhyme, go in cadence, be on beat, and just make it fucking entertaining and hilarious for everybody? Yeah, that's what he does. That's what's on his business card. It's like, Harry Mack, I do fucking amazing shit. That's what it says on his business card. I should print business cards that say that. Rob, I talk shit and I drink shit. Not shit, but you know what I'm saying. It's like, there's really no way to describe this. It's just, he's part of those 1% of like mankind that are able to do that. There's not many.
I be on a whole nother level when it come to freestyles, man, I don't ever settle. Enemies be spitting and they making me laugh. Lyrically, you know I stretch like the neck of giraffe. H-Mack when
Lyrically, I stretch like a neck of giraffe. That was, again, one of those where you're just like, fuck, and you explode in, because you cannot compute how he does that. Like,
that's what I was saying. And she's from Germany. Like, I'm in United States.
yeah, bro, me too.
So, magic of airplanes, magic of, like, I could be there and talk to you in person within, all right, let's consider like buying a ticket, getting to the airport, being on the damn plane. Let's give that 5 hours. Then a flight time of, I don't know, they're probably in LA, at least Harry is. That'd be like another 11 hours. So I could be there 24 hours from now. We can meet at a fucking IHOP in LA. Why IHOP? I don't know.
Where you at, man?
That was fucking awesome, dude. I see you got like you do YouTube?
Yeah, I do.
I see you do, because I see the little rewards you
Oh yeah, he's got 2 plaques back there now.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I'm making videos for my YouTube channel right now.
So,
Would you guys
look, is that something? Those YouTube buttons are inverted. Does that mean his camera records inverted? Or did they deliberately mirror them somehow? Because the writing on his chair is right, isn't it? Anyways, I'm getting into weird things, but that's kind of strange.
Peace out. What's going on, y'all? Really hope you're enjoying the video so far.
We're getting a promotion. Oh, look, now the riddle is solved. It was inverted, because now we see everything how it's supposed to be. It's the Mavic's chair. The X is now on the right side, whereas it was on the left in the other view that we usually get. And this is before he shaved, too. And the YouTube buttons, of course, are now in the pointing the correct way.
I want to take a moment to shout out our sponsor, Keeps. I'm gonna break it down.
Oh, we got hair bars again. Oh, fuck, I can't wait.
K to the double E, P to the S.
Just real quick side story. I maybe mentioned that before. I'm in advertising, and I've been in advertising for more than half my life, 21, 22 years. Creative director and come out of copywriting. So marketing in general is my world. The person at Keeps, who probably just watched a Mac video back at the house one night and walked into the office the next day and said, guys, we gotta pay this freestyle rapper some money and be the first ones to have a paid promotion in his freestyles. And everybody at like, imagine this conference room of like 5-6 executives, marketing department, and they're like, who? And he's like, Harry Mack, man, he does this awesome shit. And they're like, who? That dude, the balls of that dude that walked in there and said and pitched that idea is like, man, he's amazing. Trust me, we're gonna, like, kids all over the world are gonna love this shit. And fucking self-fulfilling prophecy, man. Everybody that's watched his videos knows what Keeps is, what Keeps does. I'd love to see that, like the return on invest of theirs. That'd be fucking interesting. Let's roll.
One time when I'm on the mic, never see the flow stop, and the driver, he got a spike mohawk. Yeah, it's Harry Mack, about to call it out. Freestyles up at the top, that's what I'm all about. When I'm on the mic, I'm doing better. It's hot.
Here's an example of how some things, like, of course he doesn't lay it out and plan it out and write a script of what's going to happen. But him and his camera guys, like somebody's filming this, right? We get a third eye view, a third person's view of what's happening, because Harry is in frame and the three girls are in frame. So there's an anonymous, invisible person filming this. Dude's like Iconic, shout out to Iconic, who's also rapping like a motherfucker, like fucking seriously rapping, and not only operating cameras. I'm not sure if he did this, but anyway. So you have to be able to, when they sit in the van before they hit like the road here in at Venice Beach and start to actually go in it, there must be some kind of understanding on what will we do and what will we not do. Things like, let's not talk about crutches because we don't want to zoom in on crutches. Crotches, not crutches, like not disability, but you know, between the legs. Let's not talk about, I don't know, pimples and zoom into somebody's skin and expose like bad stuff. Here, I think he went against something that must have been talked about. And I think one of the rules that they have for themselves should be, at least, let's not talk about something that is too small visually for the recipient at the end of the day on YouTube to see. He talks about the spiked mohawk on the driver of the minivan that is printed on the girl's shirt. And you can see it here, like this is the entire frame. And the mohawk is this fucking tiny. So I'm thinking there is an understanding of things that we talk about and that we point out that I have to get close to with my camera after you say them, Harry, need to be large enough for me to capture them so I can bring it across to the audience on YouTube. And I think this one here is one of the instances where he kind of disobeyed that rule, if there is one. Just my thinking, because I come from like production and advertising and everything. Things are being discussed before they happen. They're not scripted, but there's ground rules. Let's not do too tiny things. Let's not point our mic to too loud things because it's going to clip. Shit like that.
I'm about to call it out. Freestyles up.
And then he comes with, then again, gray sweatpants applies to two of y'all. I was like, what in the goddamn fuck is this dude eating? It's like, I want some of it.
The word was backpack, but I don't stay strapped up. Cause see, Harry Mack is never pulling triggers, but my mind is like a weapon, and y'all know I do it bigger. I hit you whenever I spit it right off at the top of this album, controlling the place. Like I was wearing a backpack full of rocks, homie, I'm holding my weight. I be going
homie, I'm holding my weight. I'm holding my weight. Backpack. Fuck me. And the flow, when the camera goes into this awesome movement, I think like it has a focus point somewhere either between his eyes or like at the tip of his nose, and everything else gets to move except for that one point. And that's what creates that effect. That's all. You know he's in his bag when that happens. He's in the middle of saying something and says, wait, I'm breaking through the atmosphere when I slam it. I guess I'm in a spacecraft that's aerodynamic. You know, the entry angle in which you can, when returning from out of space, like I've done that before many times. Not. But see, this is like this. Yeah. So this is the Earth, right? And it has the atmosphere surrounding it, and also circular, of course. And when returning to Earth, you have to hit it at like a very, very non-steep angle. If you decided to just straight go through this, the atmosphere would rip you apart. You have to come in at like a very, very soft angle and go with it and sort of lightly penetrate. Wow. The Earth's atmosphere. Somebody said, fuck the world, right? So we penetrate the atmosphere. But yeah, he's like, next time I'm fucking floored, here. The flow he goes in here, like it's almost double time, not all the way double time, but then the camera effect that I spoke about before, like it has a focus point on the tip of the nose, everything moves except for that one focus point. It adds so much. So shout out to the editor of this as well. I'm not sure if Iconic does that or if he just films in like in outdoor shoots. But that's fucking amazing. That's awesome. I've never seen that in any of this, DIY homemade to a point, because we're not like, this isn't a music video director behind this and a big production company and everything. It's a dude with a camera, right? Like this setup here, only a little cooler. But yeah, when it goes into that, and when he goes into this almost double time, he had me at the gray sweatpants. But this really, it just rolled me up and just spread my legs. I'm like, dude, just go ahead, do it, please.
Bro, you're amazing. You're amazing.
Thank you.
You're actually a legend. You're a legend. Respect. You're a legend.
Thank you. You guys are dope as fuck,
Oh, listen,
yo.
you can hear
Let
a
me drop
little
my
echo
channel.
effect. Like he has a little hall on his mic. I never actually realized that. Did you hear it when he says, yo, thank you?
Respect. You're a legend.
Thank you. You guys are dope as fuck, yo. Let me drop my channel in the chat right now, all right?
I never knew. Is that something that rap vocals, like rap vocal recording does? I thought it was always super dry, flat, nothing, no effects on it. No effects, shout out. And it had like super slim copy on it that I couldn't really read. I was like, and trying to get the bottle to open and everything. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sport my glasses tonight. Look how fucking small this is. It's like, are you kidding me? Watermelon liqueur is the reliable and fresh something. Fuck it. We're just going to try it. Let's roll. The first thing we do is do a straight taste of whatever we're doing. Wow. This might sound weird, but it smells like watermelon. Like seriously, like you just fucking sliced it, and that's exactly what it smells like. All right, let's try this. And lo and behold, it tastes like watermelon. It is mega sweet. It's like a watermelon, like a fresh piece of watermelon that comes like from the fridge. And you're sitting out in like fucking 80 degrees summer. And that's exactly what it tastes like, plus 7 ounces of sugar. But it's really, really good. That could be something I enjoy, man. Seriously. Like I've never seen it served anywhere, like on any menu or anything. But it could be a thing for sure.
Leaving you disturbed with this lyrical surge. Yeah, I know I'm ripping raps. Held up the surge like we sipping that. Got it in the can.
Held up the watermelon liquor like we sipping that, which we are. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mates. Mates. Let's have one. Here we go. Damn, that shit is good. I love it. But yeah, the surge thing.
Hey, I am no puppet. Nah.
This is awesome too.
Not no Geppetto. Yeah.
I am no puppet. This here is not no Geppetto. Fucking Pinocchio. Fuck. I am no puppet. This here is not no Geppetto. Which is sort of not really right. Storytelling wise, because this here is not no Geppetto. Geppetto was a human. He was the one that carved Pinocchio. So if he's going to say that, he should have said, I am no puppet. This here is not no Pinocchio. Because he, in fact, was a puppet. Doesn't matter, though. It's just fucking, it's great. It's awesome.
Yeah, and y'all know I'm about to smash through. And yo, good for you. I got vaxxed too.
That's something that will always be engraved in this Omegle Bars stuff. That it was his workaround over COVID. And I'll be back in 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is forever going to be engraved in Omegle Bars. The fact that it is something that takes place, and he says it like in one line where he goes, I do this all from my home. They know I stay in my zone, blah, blah, blah. Where was I? Yeah, it's Omegle Bars is his workaround during COVID, where he cannot continue doing guerrilla bars because you cannot just look with a mask and approaching people with masks and everything. It just doesn't really work. And in some of the episodes, it is spoken of, right? Like here, I got vaxxed, and it's a thing. Like 20 years from now, when people watch this content again, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, how was that? Like you were alive during COVID. How was it? Was it really that bad?" And yeah. And there's another one, like in the epitome of the COVID stuff within Omegle bars, of course, is Omegle bars 18. But yeah, that's actually what it is. It's kind of like the consistency and the look and feel of it is sort of like vanilla sauce or vanilla pudding a little bit. But this shit, my fuck, is it good. My fuck, is it good. It comes out of the freezer, so let's see if it even... Oh yeah, here we go. You see that? Tell me that's not sexy. Okay, so egg liquor. The name might have given it away already. It is made from eggs. But I love this shit. So this is what it comes like. This is what it looks like. And the stuff. It has like a cinnamon sort of smell to it. Because eggs are sort of smell neutral, right? Until you fry them or boil them or whatever. Yeah, we're gonna do this, man. I love this shit. So here's to y'all. Thanks for being here with me. Cheerio, guys. God damn, it's like Jesus shits in your mouth. It's just good. It's good like that. Really, really, really good. And what I find great about this one, again, the fucking beat. This beat is like, as opposed to the last Omegle, which was super, it pumped big ass time and it gets you jumping. This one's more on the, not complicated, but more on the, it's more evolved musically, but it has this, some beats just have soul. Not the music style soul, but it has a soul, and this beat definitely has soul. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about like maybe production background, because it seems like you guys find that interesting when I talk about that, because I come from like an advertising and filmmaking production background. Because there is interesting aspects in this that I'll talk about. So let's dive right into that now. So here we go. We are in episode 3 of the Guerrilla Bars freestyles, and maybe before I even press play, one interesting aspect of this is, I mean, this is early, right? When was this released? In October 19. So 3 years ago. And you can tell that the production value and the level of professionalism that they're working with is, of course, lower than it is now. And that sort of manifests in sounds that you hear that you're really not supposed to be hearing. Concrete example, in the very first seconds of this one, is wind. I think it stopped being audible like by episode 10, when everybody's realized, okay, this is taking flight. We need to get serious with this shit. Excuse me. But here you can still hear it. The first couple of seconds you hear the wind on the mic. And I'm thinking he has a clip mic, which you cannot really see. And I keep looking out for like a boom mic, which is one of those, like the huge things that somebody is kind of operating like a fishing pole thing, and has a huge pill-shaped microphone on the end of it. Neither can you see it come in from the top. Like in some unprofessional productions, you can see it like sort of coming in from the top sometimes when they're not being tentative enough. That doesn't happen here, and I never seem to see the shadow of it either, because you see a lot of shadow at this Venice Beach setting, of course, and you never see a boom shadow over the people. So let's listen into this and pay attention to it real quick. Hear it? I heard the wind? Yeah, that low crackling.
Okay, all right, good to know.
All right, that's one production thing that I wanted to touch on. You don't hear that anymore these days. That is just completely out of the picture, because we have geared up, right? We are in a very, very more professional level these days.
Huh? Okay, after this. Oh.
Let's talk about that real quick. So somebody who's in the off, we don't see him, tells him, "I'll battle you right now." That is something that might have happened in 2019 while we're still on episode 3 of Guerrilla Bars, and maybe he hasn't heard of the guy by then. Today, we're like end of June 2022. I dare all of these wannabe rappers out there to say that to Harry Mack. "I'll battle you right now." I triple fucking dare you to do that, because It's gonna be fucking Slaughterhouse 5, man. Seriously, he's just gonna wreck you. Now, this has been the subject of discussion in many streams and all that. Could Harry Mack survive in battle rap? And first answer I had was no, because he doesn't really get mean. But we don't know about the guy. Like, we don't know everything about him. He could be this badass motherfucker behind closed doors and talk like evil shit about your mom and her daughter, right? Speaking of moms and daughters, fuck, I keep talking myself into this weird ass bullshit, but to snap me out of it, I'm gonna be right. So, could Harry Mack be a battle rapper? My first answer was no back then. But like I said, we don't know everything about the guy. He could be evil as a fuck. And we've just never heard it because all the context and the settings that we've seen him perform in as of now are all super positive. He's trying to brighten your day. He's trying to do anything but destroy you, right? But who knows? There could be this dark side to Harry Mack that comes out only after in full moonlit nights. So it'd be interesting to see him battle.
Yeah, rappers kind of rocking, but not so well. They got them fast food lyrics for the Taco Bell. H-Mack.
Wonder if, again, I'm from this marketing advertising world. Wonder if the executives at Taco Bell, in the marketing department, if any of them seen that, and if it's an issue within the at corporate headquarters somewhere. It's there's this dude and he's kind of dissed us, but sort of shouting us out too, because later he's going to say that this is not on no dollar menu and it's not fast food, which is kind of putting Taco Bell down. And I wonder if they just let that slide, or if they have intense discussions on whether or not one should react to that. However, because I know I've worked on big ass brands, and whenever something that takes flight like this, it has all right, this has 70K views. 75K views, but some of his videos got 1.5 million, and that's big enough for them to consider doing something about it. Either send him stuff or give him a get free menus for life card, or to kind of turn him around to them. Wonder if that's a discussion they had. You can tell that when Harry talks about topics like that, he never gets nasty. It's not 2 Live Crew, right? It's not on your face, in your face, sex rhymes. But he's able to keep it sort of PG, and that's awesome. So yeah, that's Hamburg's Fein Kümmel. There's nothing to hate about this drink. It is fucking amazing. All right, let's continue into our Harry Mack journey now. But wait, wasn't there a rule about things like that? Pretty sure there is. Yeah, it's even sitting there. I seem to remember that after things like that, shots like that, they need to be followed by a beer. Wasn't there a rule like that? Because, we're just going to start disobeying rules here? No, didn't think so. Let's go. It's one of those, you cannot be in a bad mood while this is happening. What's happening in front of you forces you to just be happy. And you can see it in the faces of the people at big ass time. It's like somebody said this, some comedian said this. Try to be sad on a jet ski. It's just not possible. You can't. You're going to smile as you crash into the dock, right? And it's like that here. So what I was trying to get at was, I don't think it's a burden to Harry Mack to be always, to always be seen as Harry Mack, the freestyle god, because there's way worse things to be recognized for, right? What I was thinking was, are there instances where he would rather just be Harry and not Harry, the freestyle god? But that's something that maybe one could ask him in, happy hours or, interactive formats that he does. Does it ever get on his nerves to be Harry Mack, the freestyle god? Are there instances where he would just wish to only be Harry? Who knows? But this is in freeze now, of course, but you will hear a very low hum, and I'm thinking it is the audio that is coming from the dude in Norway. either he has his mic sensitivity turned up all the way, or he was so quiet and low that in post-production Harry had to crank him up all the way that you hear all kinds of low humming. That's an audio issue that Harry can't do anything about. He cannot, control the computers of the people that he talks to, and that's what you hear now.
It's called Os.
Hear it?
It's Norwegian.
Cool, man. Where are you at?
That's something that everybody that reacts to this kind of, dies laughing over. I don't think that's funny at all. Like if there was a beer named Ass, like actual ass or I don't know, butt, I would totally buy that shit. Plus the beat that's gonna come on is one of those that you already. Do you have it in your head already? It's it has like this lead melody to it that is just unforgettable. After you've seen this, it will stay in your head for days. Is this a good point to show you like the thing that's been fucking with me in this video? Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna switch the view that you guys are seeing from me being large and Harry being small and flip it in 2, 3, 1. Lynette loves that shit when I do that. So let's focus on the far right hand corner, and I'm gonna go full screen here real quick. And I'm just gonna let's just let it ring. I'll not say anything until I reveal it.
Come on, Harry Mack, put it down proper, yo, I'm type fresh. She be showing up to the wedding, rocking the white dress.
Question: how many of y'all did just scratch your screens because there's this ominous black dot up here? You will not believe how many times I fucking try to wipe and scratch and like fingernail at it, and it's a fucking bug on the lens of the camera in the original video. So stop scratching your screens, please. It's not your screen. Speaking of being grand, this whole thing is grand. I love doing it. I love the fact that you guys are vibing with me. Love the fact that you come back to watch the shit. Please continue to do so. And if you're new, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like or a comment, whatever. And yeah, please continue to give me feedback on things that I do, things that I should do better, things that I can improve, things that you hate, things that you love. And speaking of love, please be good kids, love one another, and we'll see you next time.